What is going on, guys? It is Ash, and I am back with another video. I know, you thought I was lying, that I wouldn't be uploading consistently. I'm filming 2 in one day, so joke's on you. Yeah, I am here, I'm ready. This is so exciting, 2020! Oh my goodness, we're in the new 20s, which is like my favorite way of people describing this year. Like, that's so cool. This decade, even. So yeah, I am here, I'm back, and I am going to talk about all the books that I want to reread this year. It's not a very big list, but there are a couple, and they're right next to my feet. So we are probably just gonna get right into it because I have nothing else to say. Yeah, that's it. That's it. We're just gonna start. So the first book on my list that I want to reread this year is The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. The first time I read this was in ninth grade. And then I read it again senior year because I was in a different class and it was the same teacher, but we were like, let's just read The Great Gatsby. This, if you don't know, is about the 1920s. Fun. And it's basically about this guy named Nick who met someone named Jay Gatsby, and it's just basically about the parties that Gatsby throws, and why is he throwing these parties? Who is Gatsby? He's very mysterious. So that's basically what this entire book is about. It's so short. It's the tiniest book. I think it's only 7 chapters long. I want to reread this because obviously we are in the 20s. I am ready to go back to flapper dresses and nice suits, okay? That's why I want to reread this. I'm very excited to, and I think I'm gonna get to it this month because it's the 20s, and I'm reading a lot of 20s themed things, apparently. So yeah, I'm super excited to reread this, and I hope I give it 5 out of 5 stars like I did senior year of high school, which was... I graduated... Oh! I was gonna say I graduated last year. I graduated 2 years ago because that was 2018. Wow, okay, I graduated 2 years ago, so I haven't read this for 2 years, and I finally got my own copy, and I'm super excited. The next book I want to reread is actually a series. I do have 3 series, 2, or 4. I have technically 4 series on this list, but we may not get to one of them, which is fine. But the first series that I want to reread, because it is winter and this just feels like a winter read, is the Six of Crows duology. I read this a couple years ago and I enjoyed it a lot, but I read it on audiobook and I don't consume as much of the story when I read it on audiobook. So I want to actually kind of figure out what this is about. I have not read the Grisha trilogy, but since I did read this already, I know the world, and I'm not going to read the Grisha trilogy. So I am just super excited to get into this. If you don't know what this is about, it's about 6 characters. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, 6 characters who go on a heist, basically. They have to steal something or someone. I can't remember exactly, but they're all outcasts, and they start off the book not really vibing with each other, and then, you know, it's kind of just found family, and that is my favorite kind of series. So I am super excited to reread this and see if I still like it as much as I liked it the first time I read it. So the next book I want to read that is part of a series, but I don't know if I'm going to continue with the series, is Carry On by Rainbow Rowell. I read this when I was like 15, and Wayward Son just came out this last year, and I never ended up picking it up because I don't really remember what happens in this book. All I know is that it is about Simon Snow, who is supposedly the chosen one, and it's basically he goes to something that is basically Hogwarts. I think it's called Watford. Yes, Watford. And he has this roommate who is basically Draco Malfoy, so it's pretty much just dreary fanfiction, but set different. And when I read this in probably 2015, when did this even come out? I think it was most likely 2015. Came out in 2015. So 2015, 2016 is when I read this. I was in the height of my, like, dreary Wolfstar fan fiction reading, and so I really want to see if I still enjoy this and hopefully read Wayward Son. I've heard that it is literally just a road trip novel, which I love. If it's literally just these characters vibing with each other, I'm here for it. let's do this thing. So I am super excited to reread this, and hopefully I won't hate it because I'm so scared of doing that. This was one of my favorite books ever, back when I first sort of discovered BookTube. I was reading like all of this like gay stuff, because that's my thing. I really like LGBTQ plus books. So this was when I first kind of discovered that genre of like YA LGBTQ plus. So I was just reading everything I could get my hands on, so hopefully I still enjoy this. Okay, the next book I want to read is not part of a series yet. Fingers crossed that it's actually going to become a series, but it is Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe. I have not read this all the way through for years, but I always pick it up and I always say I'm going to reread it because it is my favorite book of all time. And then I just don't do it, and I don't know why. I think I'm afraid of getting hurt again. But if you don't know what this is about, it's about two boys named Aristotle and Dante. They meet in the summer of the 1980s. They are two Hispanic boys, and they meet in the summer in the 80s at some point. And they meet because Ari can't swim and Dante teaches him how to swim. And it's just basically about their lives going through that summer, and I think it's like that summer, school year, the next summer, I believe. I'm pretty sure. And just them slowly falling in love and figuring out, you know, the secrets of the universe, basically. And it's so cute and sad and tragic, and I love it so much. So I really, really want to reread it this year. Finally, this will wait until the summer, though, because it's a summer book, and that's just how I am. So yeah, I'm ready. It's like, it's tabbed up until I stop reading it. Like, this is a problem for me. So, I'm gonna love it. I just need to reread it. I'm not worried about loving this. I know I will. It's fine. Okay, the next book series I wanna reread this year is The Foxhole Court, the All for the Game trilogy by Nora Sakovic. I read it for the first time in 2019. It is... I don't know why. I don't understand, but I really liked this series, even though it has so many flaws. So many flaws. There are some parts where I'm like, oh, I just can't do this anymore. And then I just keep reading, and then it gets worse, but it also gets better at the same time, and I don't understand it. But I really want to reread it, and then I really want to cosplay Neil Johnston. Because I'm trash. I don't understand. But... it's fine. So I really do want to reread this book series. I want to figure out why I like it so much. I want to tab it up. Someone who shall not be named kicked the coffee table when these books were sitting on it and got coffee all over it. It adds character. But yeah, I'm so excited. Oh, there's even some right here. Anyway, I'm so excited to reread these. I'm ready to reread these. I wanted to reread them last year, and then I was like, no, you just read them this year. You need to calm down. And that's like the same for, the next series that I'm going to talk about, the last series that I'm going to talk about. But yeah, I'm super excited to jump into this. This will probably be later in the year, because I want to get through Six of Crows and Carry On first. But I am so excited and so scared. And the last series I want to talk about is a series that I have read so many times. I read it twice last year, and then I wanted to read it again because I was like, I'm in a slump. I just want to reread this series. But I held back. I read Pet Sematary instead, which was a weird choice, but it's fine. And that is The Raven Cycle by Maggie Stiefvater. Oh, I never gave you a thing. If you don't know what this book series is about, it's about a boy named Neil who, is on the run from someone, and he ends up joining a team in college, even though he shouldn't. And it's a sports team. It's called, the sport is called Exy, and it's confusing. Read it. Anyway, if you don't know what this book series is about, where have you been on BookTube? This is about a group of kids. One of them is named Gansey. Gansey, I can't tell you what I was going to tell you, but there's a boy named Gansey who wants to find a dead Welsh king. and wake him up because he thinks he's just sleeping and get a wish. It's also about a girl named Blue Sergeant who has always been told that her true love is going to die if she kisses him. And then it's about 3 other boys. Ronan Lynch, who is angry and beautiful, and I love him. Adam Parrish, who is also angry, and I love him. And Noah Zerny, who is kind of angry, but not really. I am so excited to reread this series. I'm waiting for the summer for this too, because I have a lot of other books that I need to get to this year, before I can read this and then not want to read another book for the rest of the year. But I am super, super, super excited to get into this book again. It's beautiful and I love it so much. Okay, that's it. I don't know what else to tell you. So these are all the books that I want to reread this year. Well, not all of them. There are more because this is a 3-book series, this is a 4-book series, this is a 2-book series, and this is a 2-book series. But this is all the stuff that I wanted to hold up. I am so excited to do this, and I hope you guys will support me in this endeavor, because I want your support. That's it. I don't know. So that's the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, like, subscribe, comment, you do you. I can't control your actions. And I will see you soon in the next video. Okay, bye guys.